discussion. Okay. Okay, perfect. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vignesh, Director Sartronica Design Solutions Private Limited, Sartronica Group. Okay, we are just before we go to our software, just a brief about ourselves and our what we do and everything. Okay, we are an associate service partner and implementation partner for Dassault System SolidWorks. Okay, so what we majorly do is we do data management implementations of SolidWorks Enterprise PDM and SolidWorks Manage, and we also have a capability of SolidWorks Enterprise product data management and SAP integrations, SAP ERP integrations. We do CAD based API customizations. We give design automation services through DriveWorks Express, also through the customizations, CAD based customization. And finally, our product below BOM Creator. This is a product developed by us for the automation of bill of materials. Okay, so again, let's before again jumping to the software, let's quickly understand why do we need bill of materials first of all. Okay, yeah, but one thing, if anyone feels I'm too fast or I'm not clear, please stop me then and there itself, and please ask me if you have any queries. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's understand what is the need of bill of materials. Why do we need bill of materials? We need bill of materials basically to understand the number of fabrication parts, manufacturing parts, bought out items in a machine, right? So that basically gives us the composition, material composition, how much is stainless steel, how much is SS, how much is carbon steel, how much is aluminum. So it gives you the composition, the weight, by part, by quantity, and we understand what are the components which are required to be manufactured in house and what are to be outsourced, right? And so that we give a detail to the production department for that, yeah, they are clear this has to be manufactured and this has not to be manufactured, this has to be purchased from outside, right? So now again, we do have bill of materials in SolidWorks and SolidWorks Enterprise PDM, but we identified few gaps, like the customers what they face issues with bill of materials, and we try to cover those gaps, and we identified those gaps and we are trying to cover those gaps through our software. So like we will see in detail what are those issues first. So first of all, what we see is we create, say if we create a bill of material out of our SolidWorks or EPDM, that exported format or the prepared format is not in a ready to upload format to the SAP or ERP system. The user, the designer, or the designer has to modify it and make it compatible format to get it uploaded in our SAP or ERP system, right? So now, and second problem what we see is the BOMs are prepared manually, right? So when I prepare a manual BOM, there is a probability of doing mistakes in terms of quantity, material, part number, description. It could be anything, and which actually creates a huge gap, interdepartment gaps. Design gives a BOM, production makes according to that BOM, purchase procures things or because using the same BOM, and at the end while the item is getting dispatched, we identify there are certain items missing, or there is certain material missing out of it, which are hard to find, which we identify too late, which eventually affects the delivery of machine, right? uh, since a wrong BOM can create a bill of material becomes the heart of the complete design setup, right? Since it is the only point wherein which covers your complete data of the complete machine. We often see customer facing issues in calculating the fabrication cost. Of course, we do have costing in SolidWorks costing, but SolidWorks costing gives you a glimpse of your what you say, operation cost, machining cost, all those stuff. But what we are right now talking is actualized fabrication, the fabrication cost, the finished weight cost of the machine, right? And we also see issues while they are handling multiple, say I'm a packaging machine manufacturer, I have 10-15 models of machines I make. Okay, so and I suddenly I receive an order for say 5 models at a time. So it becomes difficult for the designer to make drawings or communicate things to the production respective department. So let me quickly go to the interface. This is the interface of our BOM Creator software. Okay, so let me introduce you through the interface and we'll see each and every feature live. Okay, again I insist, if there is an issue, if there's an issue in understanding, or if I'm not clear, please stop me then and there and ask me a question. Okay, yeah, so now the first thing what we see is ERP BOM. Okay, so the first option what we have is BOM, which covers the ERP BOM, design BOM, part list, and the bot out list. So now when I say ERP BOM, we can create a ready to upload ERP or SAP BOM out of our BOM Creator software directly. First of all, BOM Creator is a plugin or tap up to your SolidWorks CAD. It can be fitted with your SolidWorks Standard, Professional, or Premium. It could be anything, any solid or SolidWorks CAD package. It works directly on SolidWorks Standard, Professional, and Premium. It has nothing to do with Enterprise PDM. Okay, so it is just a plugin to your SolidWorks CAD. So now when I say, and this BOM is generated out of your CAD model. Okay, and say yeah, the first thing what we said is ERP BOM. ERP BOM is something which I'm directly extracting from our SolidWorks CAD model, complete machine, and we generate something in the required respective format of industries. Okay, so this format what we're generating is a customizable format based on the any industry requirements. Different industries had different formats of different SAP softwares, different ERP system, and every software has its own format which can be uploaded through Excel or CSV, whatever format. Okay, next is the design BOM. Okay, design BOM is nothing but a more enhanced version of our SolidWorks indented BOM. Okay, it gives you a level by level detail of each and every machine, the complete machine, with at the end it gives you the composition of complete machine. Okay, when I say composition, say it's a 35-ton machine. Okay, so when I say 35-ton machine, there are different grades of material being used in our machine. It could be SS, it could be carbon steel, it could be aluminum, it could be brass, whatever. So basically when I say 35-ton, it gives you complete composition. We'll see this thing in live. That will then at that time it will be more clear. Next is the part list. When I say part list is something but nothing but the segregated list. Say I have a 4,000 component machine, 5,000 component machine. I need to identify only the manufacturing parts. I do not want the hardware or BOP items. So with a click, I can generate a list out of it. I can create a segregated list of the manufacturing parts. Next is the bot out list. When I click on bot out list, I'll get the details of all the BOP items or the hardware items in a machine. And these further types can be categorized as per the industry requirement. So there could be a probability people say I need the categorization of sheet metal, or say I want to categorize the machine components. So those categories can also be customized with BOM Creator. Okay. So any questions still here? No questions? Okay. We'll go further then with 2 minutes. Say this is a machine for which, let's see, we'll be creating some BOMs, some part lists and some reports out of it. Okay, So this is a label printing machine, one of the one of those special purpose machines. Okay, so we'll see how we can create this bombs out of it. Okay, so now let's see the in BOM Creator. The best thing about BOM Creator is like we always work on the parent assembly of the machine. We work only on the main machine. We do not work on the child. We do not consider that. Okay, so normally we just go and say this is my main machine, which I showed you on SolidWorks window. Okay, and I just quickly click and open. It normally takes time based on the size of your assembly. It takes say if the size of assembly is more than 1000 to the 2000 components, it will take around say 5 to 6 minutes. So based on your size, we get the results. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. We are not able to see your SolidWorks screen.
Yeah, okay. But you're seeing my BOM Creator interface, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just a second. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's
So
clear.
yeah. This was the machine for which we are trying to create BOM. Yeah. So now this is the BOM being generated in progress. I'll show you that the BOM which is being created now. Yes. So this is the ERP BOM, what we have been talking about, right? So this is basically I'll tell you. I'll go back to the SolidWorks and explain you the level, and I'll show you back this thing again, right? Let me go back to the SolidWorks window and explain you the hierarchy, how this BOM has been created. So now what you see is like, say first for my top level assembly has ASSY01 base assembly, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and further in ASY3 we have say 2 sub assemblies, Okay, and this has some child, some parts, and this has also further some child. And but ASY, this has another subassembly inside, subassembly inside this. Okay, so now you can see this, right? This is the first assembly. These are these are the two sub-assemblies, and this assembly has further next level. Okay, so there are three, majorly you can say three levels. Okay, so now let me go to my ERP BOM report. If you see this, you can see this. So this is the first assembly we saw, and it had two sub-assemblies, right? So this is the first sub-assembly and its child. It has segregated its child. Then the second sub-assembly, then another further assembly, and then its child. So this way it goes to the n level and creates a complete list of items. Again, this format is a default format created by us. It can be customized as per the customer requirement, which is say which can be uploaded or ready to think the format wherein which is required by the customer, which fits in with their SAP or ERP system. Okay. Moving further, let's take a look at the design BOM. Let's have a look on the design BOM, what I've been talking. When I said design BOM, as I said again, it is an enhanced version of your indented SolidWorks indented BOM. So now what we are doing here is we are just creating the first top level, complete top level, and then each level is created level by level. Okay, so it categorized it this way, and it has further categorized its level. So it, again, as I said, it goes to the n level, and now so basically it goes n level, and at the last it gives you the composition of complete machine. This was what I was talking about. So these are the different material grades which are being used to make this machine, and this is their respective weight in kgs. Okay, so this you cannot actually get in your SolidWorks or PDM BOM, I believe. Okay. Next, we're talking about the part list, right? Let me show you the part list, the segregated part list. So this is again nothing but the details of only manufacturing parts. There is no hardware, no hardware item in this list. So I can generate a, again, and this report, all the reports will have the material composition, right? When I say I need only the composition of these material, I can get the all the formats, all the reports can be customized as per the requirement, customer requirement. Visit is not able to see the screen. Is anyone else who is facing to see the screen? Hello.
Yeah, for us it's visible.
So it's visible, right? Okay. Yeah. So Yeah, any questions? Any questions still here? Am I clear? Matlab, what I'm saying, is it clear? I hope I'm not too fast. So let's go further. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Okay, we will move further. Okay. Next, we spoke about the segregated bought out list, right? This is the segregated bought out list, right? So you can generate again a bought out list on your click, and this bought out list will not have the details of the material, the composition. Since BOP items are purchased, normally hardwares are purchased in terms of quantity, not in terms of weight. So we have excluded that part, the weight part, in our BOP or hardware list, hardware thing. Okay. Next, let me go back to our BOM Creator interface. So we saw ERP design and part list and bought out list. Next is the priority part list. What is this priority part list? Priority is something like when I say every design component has its own manufacturing lead time. When I say manufacturing lead time, it says like say again, well, let's talk about a machine. Say it has 2000 components, and every say there are components, if I release drawing today, will be manufactured in say 4 weeks time. There are components which could be manufactured in say 2 weeks time. There are components which could be manufactured in 2 days time. So every design component has its own manufacturing lead time. So now the component taking longer time to get manufactured will be my high priority item, so that as a designer I would be releasing the drawings of those items first. Then for the items which take average time, I'll release those drawing later, and then items taking low minimum time will be released at the last. Okay. So now, so we have categorized it so that a proper planning can be made within the interdepartment. So this becomes, so this communication goes from the design department and is communicated to the complete production planning, so that everything is planned. So now if I receive an order, I can just prioritize first things. Yes, these are the drawings which has to be manufactured first. This is second, this is two, this is second, this is third. Okay. And same goes for the bought out item also, right? So every bought out item also has its own procurement lead time, right? So now I want to procure a motor, a DC motor, or say I want to procure a solenoid valve, or say I want to procure a pneumatic cylinder, right? Everything has its own lead time. The market availability time is different for each of the item. So now if you give a list to the purchase team, the purchase team can plan it, right? These are the items which are required to be first, then second, then third, right? There's a question from Dilip. Is it possible to add images of parts in Excel like in SolidWorks BOM? Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. Okay, that is possible there. We can do that. We can create images as we create in SolidWorks BOM. That is possible. Right now we have not we have not covered that thing, but it's there. We can do that. We can get the. There's another question from Anand. Will I get the same part type for weldment also? Will I get a same part type? I didn't get your question, Mr. Anand. Will I get the same part type for weldment also? Like, what are you trying to? Can you brief me on this question, please? Acha, you want to categorize? Okay, you want to create a further category of a weldment part, right? So yeah, So as I said, we can create types for different machine components also. So we can do that for weldment also. Weldment type, we need to define the type as part type as weldment. Yeah. So that type that can also be done. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I got you. I got you. Yeah. Yes. 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 That's possible. Thanks. Any more questions? Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Who is it?
This is Mujahid. I have a concern here. The entire workflow seems disconnected. Okay, because I don't know it is the issue of Teams or anything. Because the SolidWorks to your software to Excel, the workflow seems disconnected. If you have a video that you have recorded, wherein we can clearly see the entire workflow, it will be helpful for us to understand. I mean,
Okay.
I was clearly not able to get how the SolidWorks is linked to your software and then how it is generating the Excel.
You were not able to see that, you said, right?
Because in the Teams option, it is getting disconnected. Once you open SolidWorks, then it is
Yes,
taking
actually, I'm not able to continue the screens actually. So that's the problem of Teams actually.
yeah.
So I'm not able to show you with the continuity, right? So there's no connectivity. You mean to say, right? You're trying what you're trying
I'm
to say.
not able to understand that workflow, how it is actually working. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. We do have videos which I've already shared with Naveen. Okay, we already made some videos which we have already shared with Naveen. Okay, so let me try to let me try my best if I'm able to connect. Okay, let me try because there's a limitation of Teams. I would say I'm not able to project all the screens all together. So I'm able to
But if
present
you
you only one screen.
only in one screen, you can shift and share. If that will be.
Yes, yes. That's the problem actually. That's a limitation of this. So one screen at a time it shows up. Okay. So that's the problem actually. So let me try. Let me try to connect you. Okay. So do you want to see that again? How I did that?
That will be good, but make it fast because you're going
Yeah.
too slow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Go back to the. So let me go to the SolidWorks interface again. Yeah. So now this is the machine for which we have been creating the ERP bomb or the any design bomb. Okay. So now either so basically what we're doing is through our interface we are just trying to pick the main assembly and create that Excel out of it. Okay, we are creating reports out of our SolidWorks CAD model. Okay, so we have certain informations which have been filled as a custom property in this machine, and we are able to generate that as a Excel report out of in our system. Okay.
Can you open the custom properties for this?
Yes, sure. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah. So now, yes. Right. So this is a custom property of the main assembly. Okay. So this has some description, part number, type, source, all those stuff. Okay. Wait. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I'll go to the each part, so every component has its own values in the custom property. Okay. The part number, the revision, the priority, the type, everything. So these are the part of our entry. Basically, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes. You can
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. So now basically one by one, as a designer, we'll be filling in these data and which is being extracted as a result of our result as a report what we are extracting out of our complete CAD model. This information in the required format of the customer. So this is what I was trying to tell you on this thing, what the report which I created, and we follow the same hierarchy of the SolidWorks tree which is being followed here. So the parent-child connectivity is same as we have it in SolidWorks. So for getting a correct result, we need to make sure that our SolidWorks CAD model is made completely correct. Okay. So now let's have a look at the report what I showed you. And let's move further then. Say I'll show you the design BOM. Okay, so now the design BOM has the first top level. Okay, the first top level what we saw. Okay, and then it categorized it. This is the subassembly which was inside AS5001. Okay, these are the child of assembly 1, and these further had two subassembly. So this is the subassembly and its child, another subassembly and its child. Okay, so and so on. So further this has another subassembly. Okay, so it has given. So this is the second one, and it gives you the child.
Got this.
So this is the level by level, n level. So it goes to the n level and give you the complete report. And this report.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Can you move to SolidWorks window?
Yes, please.
Okay. To generate this Excel, okay, the user has to click on the Speedway BOM Creator add-in tab, and he has to select the option there.
Yeah, correct. This is add-in which we created for our customer. Okay, so yeah.
So he has to click that button and the Excel is generated. That is what you mean to say.
Absolutely correct.
Customize the templates and everything. We need the other software that you were showing.
No, but both are the same thing. Either you work, either you do. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. You can do it both ways. Either you do say you do it outside the SolidWorks interface, or we are giving you both provisions. We are giving you buttons inside SolidWorks, as well as we are giving you a separate software installation on the machine, separate icon, wherein you can just go to the BOM Creator. That will automatically launch SolidWorks and open your model. Okay.
Understood.
It's clear, right? So
yeah,
let's go further, right? Let's go further. We're talking. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So we were talking about the priority list. Okay. So let me just quickly, let's not, okay, let's quickly go to the priority list, which I generated. So we were talking about the priority, the items taking higher lead time. We can just quickly create the list report again. This is a report, and everything the reports are being created based on the custom property inputted by the customer. So that will be the part of the training. We will help customer will help them prepare a custom tab builder. If they do not have EPDM, we will be doing it on custom tab builder. We will create window for select properties which customer wants in their result, and we'll train them how to fill the values in them. So as the designer is creating models, he's required to fill in all those information to get a right report. Say it could be priority, it could be anything. Okay, so everything is a metadata information which we are extracting. Basically, the complete information is a metadata information. Okay, next let me go again back to the interface of our BOM Creator. Next important feature what we say is the issue details. So now issue details, what is this? So now what happens is a designer releases drawings to the production, quality, purchase, different departments, but sometimes the different department people come back and they say we haven't received the drawing, or we have lost the drawing. So basically there is no proper track of the drawings. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are helping the customers to keep a track of each and every issue done by the design department to the production, quality, or purchase, or any other department. This again, if any other department comes in, if any organization, we can customize that again. So we have, by default, we understood there are three departments, three major departments which works: production planning and production, purchase, and quality. So now we can keep a track of the details. What are the parts which have been issued to production or purchase or quality? Okay. So now in this machine, if I want to identify what are the parts which are issued, so I can just quickly go and select that, and I can just get the details. And here I get the details. So this is a report which we say this is the part number, this is a description, issued to, you can put the initials of the person whom you have issued, and this is the date on which the file has been issued, and this is the number of count, how many times this file has been issued. So the person cannot, so it help you keep the complete track, how many times this has been, this is a first issue or a reissue. So you'll have a complete set of details in your record. Yeah.
Is it maintaining these details in its own database? I mean, how is it maintaining?
Again, this information has to be filled up in your custom property. The user will have, while the user is issuing this thing, he will be filling this information in his custom property.
Okay, so it is fetching from the custom property.
Custom property, yes.
Even the number of issues and everything.
Yes, everything. Okay. Yes, and for one customer, we did it through EPDM also. So EPDM helps to keep a track, right? So we have done it with respect to EPDM also, wherein the automation is done, complete automation, wherein the customer need not worry. So he can just without the transactions, the count is being increased. This the number of issue count is increased. Yeah. So we have, like we showed you for production. So same is for purchase, quality and quality. There's one option called issued to none. So now what is this? So now again, coming back, say making a 2000 component, 3000 component machine. So a designer do not release all the drawings together, right? And so just to not to make sure we repeat the release of same drawings, we can just check what are the drawings which have not been issued to yet, which are not issued yet to anyone. Okay, so just basically you can just click on this and you can generate a list of items which are not released to any department or anyone yet. So this is this feature helps you in that, keeping the information which are not issued. Next is the segregation of in-house and outsourced item. What are the items which are required to be done in-house, and the in-house item goes to the production department by default. Outsourced item automatically go to the purchase department, right? So this is a basic segregation what we're talking. Next interesting feature is the fabrication cost. So now this fabrication cost is what the fabrication cost is something like we are actually generating the finished weight, right? Finished weight composition we are getting anyway. So now we are asking the user to key in the per kg cost of the machine, and he can create a report out of it. Okay, so let me show you what is it actually. So now we as we saw, we in design bomb we have been getting the composition of complete machine, right? So these are the way different weight of material which is being used. So now when I say fabrication cost, say this is an industry standard cost, what we what the designer or the user need to fill in, and at the end he will get the cost of the complete machine. So now this, say for plain carbon steel, I've considered say 130 rupees a kilo. So now what does it mean? So 130 rupees, again, this is based on the experience what we have put in. So now 130 rupees, when I say it's the cost of the material, the labor cost, the handling cost, the painting, everything covers. 130 rupees covers everything per kg. Okay, so every industry will have its own now standard of cost, what they have it for the material, and based on that it calculates your complete finished weight cost. This is a finished weight cost of the machine what we are talking. Okay,
So this all depends on the fabrication cost of the that particular industry. So if they don't have that, then it doesn't give out the values, right?
yes, basically say, as I said, right, 130 rupees. So there has to be some norm set, right? So if you go to the costing department or the planning department, they have certain set of values. They have a calculated values for per kg cost. The purchase department gets a, if you go to fabricator comes up when he gives a costing to the industry, so he gives a per kg cost. which actually which I said includes the material, handling, painting, anodizing, whatever, the passivation, pickling, passivation for SS, everything. Okay, so this cost is set for different industries. So this value has to be put by the person to get the actual cost, as you said, right? You rightly said. If the people has the if the industry has its own cost, they can generate this cost out of it, the complete finished weight cost of the machine. Okay. There's a question in chat. Let's see, what is it? Is that thing from the lab, is that includes manufacturing cost also? Yes, it includes the manufacturing cost. It does include the manufacturing cost, but yeah, the person who is keying the value, he must consider everything while he's putting in the cost. Okay. Okay, let me go to the last and final feature of this BOM creator. What we say is the comparison of machines. Comparison, like say now, when I say comparison is like, as I said, say I'm making, I'm a SPM manufacturer. I say I make a packaging machine. I'm a packaging machine manufacturer. Okay, so I have say 5 or 6 different models of machines. Okay, so in a day I get an order for all the 5 machines together. Okay, so now as a designer, what we intend to do is like we release the drawing of each machine individually. Okay, but there is a possibility that these 5 machines have some components in common, the manufacturing parts in common or bought out parts in common, right? There's a probability. So now what we are doing is we are just creating a comparison of say a maximum of 10 machines at a time, and you can compare those machines and you get the details of common and unique items with their part numbers, description, and the respective quantity in each machine and the total quantity. Say I compared these 2 machines. Okay, so it gives me the details of common as well as the unique items. Okay, so these are the part numbers which are common in these 2 machines. This is the description, the quantity in machine 1 and quantity in machine 2, and the total quantity. So now I need to release the drawing of only one part defining the quantity. So I need not release the same drawing again and again. I can release only drawing once. I can just give this list, this report out of it, and I can just give the tell them production, you plan things accordingly. Okay, so these are the comments. Say this is 8, this total quantity is 16. So now the production knows how much he has to manufacture, this part number has to be, and how much it has to be placed in different machine. So we are done with the complete feature. The last thing which I would like to show is the product matrix of this complete. This is the product matrix. What we say is the BOM Creator. There are 3 product module. What we are calling BOM Creator Lite, BOM Creator Advanced, and BOM Creator Premium. Okay, and the BOM Creator Lite will have your complete design and ERP BOM, segregation of part list, segregation of bought out list, the priority list, the priority for part manufacturing parts, and priority for bought out. Okay, this covers in the BOM Creator Lite. When you go to advanced, it will have all the features of Lite, plus the issue details is covered in BOM Creator Advanced, fabrication place is covered in this, and the fabrication costing is covered in advanced. And the BOM Creator Premium will have again all the features of Lite and advanced, plus it will have the feature of comparison of machines. I'm done here. You can go ahead if you have any questions. Hello. Any questions, please? I'm done. I'm done with my presentation part. Any questions? Any queries?
No questions for now.
Any feedback you would like to give us? How is this product? Do you like it, or is it required? Does it require improvements? Suggestions are also appreciated. Yes, I can share you the PPT as well as I've already shared the video presentation of this BOM creator. What I'll do, I'll reshare it with you also. Okay, and I'll ask Naveen. I'll share this PPT also if you need it.
I want to understand if you have done any study wherein how much time will be saving if we are using this.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yes, yes. We have done it for customer. Yes. Sorry to interrupt you. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
that is what I want to ask. The time saving and
I'll tell you.
basically
I'll tell you.
return on investment.
Yes, yes, I'll tell you. There's a customer here in Faridabad for us. It's they are into they are Shubham Flexible Packaging. Okay, so they make they make again packaging machines of different models. So there are around 5,000 components in each of their models. Okay, so before bomb creator they have been spending 4 to 6 days to create bombs manually in their software. Okay, and later they noticed there are some mistakes which they didn't identify during the manufacturing and the design phase, but they identified while the machine was getting packed. So there were certain items, certain complete setup missing, which actually delayed the delivery. So now out of our bomb creator we created the same bomb in 15 minutes, and that through a complete CAD model. So what, and they were like amazed, like for the, and that was 100% correct bomb what we gave them in 15 minutes. So you can just compare the cost of the engineer, the total time, the errors, and if you see all those stuff, you will see this value for this. So this is when I say automation of bill of materials, we're trying to automate a complete process. We're just trying to reduce the manual intervention and create a right bomb. Yeah. Have I answered your question?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Jalil sir, we do not have. Yeah. Please go ahead, please.
See, one major concern that we see with our customers is most of our customers, when they try to generate the BOM either with PDM or with SolidWorks, they won't have the entire model built. Okay, the CAD model.
Yes.
Okay, some of the parts they know that they'll be there and they'll add them manually. So, so even in this scenario, it will be like those have to be added manually. Now, is there a place where within your tool or anything that it tracks even those parts which have been added when you showed us the comparison, right? Machine 1 to machine 2 to
Yes.
machine 3.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Does it track the manually added components and even does it compare those?
No, basically, when I say comparison is like, as I said, right, I make 5 different models of machines. So now, if I start, the easy, say for each component, each machine has 4,000 component. Okay. So now, when I say comparing, I'm trying to identify the unique and the common components of both the machines. Okay. So it won't actually find, because all the components are added manually in your model, right? When I say when you say manually, can you brief more on that? Because every part is added manually, right? In this SolidWorks CAD model.
See, apart from the parts that are there in the assembly, I'm saying some of the parts will just be, they'll know that they'll not model them. Okay. Like hoses and everything. Okay, so they'll not model them. They know that they'll be part of the assembly and they'll just mention that in the this one. Most of the components will be bought out.
Okay, so now in that case, what we can do, if customer knows customer knows it, what are if they identifies those components. So what we can do is we can create a list of those items which are by default comes inside our BOM, apart from the regular BOM which is created from the tree. Okay, so if they can identify their certain set of components which they always or they may or may not use, so we can give them an option to select this or not. So if they select those components, that will be automatically added in our regular BOM, which is generated out of BOM creator. And if they want to exclude those parts, we can exclude them.
Okay.
So they may not require to add them manually or physically inside the SolidWorks this thing. So those part, if checked, will automatically reflect in our BOM. If not checked, they won't be reflected. I hope I have answered you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jalil sir, yeah, we do not have customers in Bangalore right now. Okay. So we want to build customer base in Bangalore through Conceptia.
Jalil sir, sorry to interrupt. So has the pricing and everything been shared?
Pricing, I've not shared with I've not shared the pricing yet. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to know the pricing, I'll tell you. Okay. So basically the reseller transfer price, what we are talking for BOM Creator Lite is 50,000. At BOM Creator Advance, it's 60,000, and BOM Creator Premium is 80,000. Okay, these are the reseller transfer price. And further,
This is per unit price?
per license cost, and this is a term license. Most important thing, this is a term license. This will automatically expire at the end of the 1 year. So this is not a perpetual one. This has to be renewed every year, mandatorily renewed every year. If you don't renew it, it will stop working.
Is it floating kind of license or standalone license?
Right now we are in process of building it as a server license, but right now it's only a standalone application. So one SolidWorks, one machine can have only one license at a time. So it cannot be transferred or easily. We can transfer it as on request of the customer, but this cannot be floated right now. We are just trying to make it SNL version of this, which can help you float the licenses, number of licenses if you have. Okay. And the end user, again, let me complete the pricing part. With the price which I told you is the Sertronica to Conceptia or reseller transfer price, and the end customer quote price what we are proposing is for light 1.1, and for advanced we are proposing 1.25, and for premium 1.5. This is the customer quote price through reseller. Okay, this is the first quote price with what we have been practicing till now here, North India and everywhere.
Any big clients in India, sir? Just for our understanding.
Big client, right now we have two packaging customers. One is Speedway Machines, Shubham Flexible Packaging, and one we are supposed to receive an order this month from ClearPack. That is a multinational company. This company is in 5 nations, I guess. ClearPack, if you have heard about. And one customer is our in Ghaziabad, which is called Unseas Automation. They are into the manufacturing of conveyors, automation of conveyors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, since
Jalil
when
sir,
was this product developed?
yeah. Come again?
When was this product launched?
This product was launched in June 2019.
Last year, okay.
Last year, yeah, last year. So we have been this year we have been trying to approach resellers to do it more aggressively and reach more people. Till now we have sold 5 licenses. From June we have sold 5 licenses, and we have this month we have a pretty good pipeline. Yeah, Jalil sir, it cannot be auto renewed. This has to be, the customer has to tell us, pay us the EMC, then only it will get renewed.
Is there any local support team from Bangalore?
No, we do not have anyone now. But yes, as say if you become a reseller for us, what we can do is we can give you the complete material, the training material, everything. We'll be giving you the training on this subject, complete setup, how to do that, how to do the demonstration, everything will be sharing. Right. Once you sign up with us, we can do this complete activity with your team, and your team can support further customers and do the demonstration, pre-sales activity and the post-sales activity. So we are making it customizable in such a way that any application engineer can do the modifications. When we say modification and template, and for most important thing, there's all the reports are being created in Microsoft Excel. Okay, all the reports are created in Microsoft Excel, and basically when we say customization, customization is majorly the fields. What fields I need in my report. Okay, so those fields can be customized easily, and we are in process of creating in such an interface wherein any application engineer can work and just do the customization and deliver it to the customer. Once we sign up, we'll be doing completely sharing all the demo license, the pre-sales material, everything will be sharing with you. The presentation I can share anyway, right away, but rest of the things we'll share after the signing up. Once we see, yeah, there's a potential we can sell this. Yeah. So the idea of this meeting was to make you understand our product and understand your confidence about this product, how we can sell this, or is it does it require an improvement? Okay, so that was the main idea for this meeting for the team with the complete team, so as to understand like if we can sell this product, or does this have some drawbacks, or it needs some improvement, all those stuff. So any more questions, queries, suggestions? Okay then. Thank you everyone for your time, for your valuable time. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Chetan. So we'll close up here, and I'll share I've recorded this session. I'll share it with Naveen. Okay, and if someone missed this event, he can just relook at this event, right? And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Yeah. Bye. Have a great day.